I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, what's up, you guys? We missed you last week, but tonight we're back and we're in the Hamptons with episodes 10 and 11, Mama Drama and Clear the Air. I'm your host, Angel Saunders, with my girl, Bree.
Hello!
Who is a Jersey girl herself. And Russell Ray Silva, he will be back with us February? I know.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I don't know how many Wednesdays are left this month. I think one more. But Russell, you know, he's working, so he'll be back with us in February. So let's get right into it. As I said, we missed you guys last week, but we have 2 episodes tonight, and tonight's episode was real juicy. But before we get into all that, what did you think about these last 2 episodes?
The last 2 episodes were really, really good. I've been pleasantly surprised because they've been kind of dry, and I'm always like, all right, this is the same old storyline. But now things are picking up a little bit more, so I'm anxious for next week. This is the first time I'm anxious for the next week's show.
I remember one night saying, that was such a good episode, and you were like, really?
Yeah.
So I'm glad, like, we're both on the same page. These episodes have been pretty good. We saw last week was the Mother's Day episode, and even though Mother's Day is supposed to be all about love, of course, there was still drama. So what'd you think about that drag brunch?
I didn't really, I didn't get the point of making it a drag brunch.
Yeah.
I guess it fits Margaret's personality. It's really out there and different.
Yeah.
So, okay. But I think the brunch was a really nice idea. I always love having the parents on the episodes because you get a sweeter side of the cast members because you're always seeing them catty and full of drama. But this time, it was really, really nice. I always feel for Margaret when she talks about her mom, though.
Yeah, I know she said that they haven't had the best relationship, like, I guess more so recently, but I think
Forever.
Margaret... Yeah. I think Margaret did say something about she got the idea of the drag from a past party that she did. I don't know why she wanted to tie that in with Mother's Day. That was, I don't know, maybe she just wanted to be different. But I do love that she utilized the space at her own house, which we'll see people talking about wasting money in the next episode.
Right.
But, you know, Margaret's not afraid to say, hey, I'm in debt and I want to sell my property, some of my property to, you know, get out of debt. And the fact that until it sells, I'm going to use it and not go rent some venue. Like, she has a huge house, and I like that, you know, she was like a regular person and used her own space. We also saw Melissa and Joe, you know, talking about their family, and Joe does not have a lot of reproductive
I was surprised they had that conversation with their sons. I mean, I wasn't surprised because it's Melissa and Joe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, your little ones are there. They have no filter.
No, the little one, I forgot which one it was, but he understood completely. He's like, Dad, you have like 3 and 15 million.
And he's super young.
Yeah. I mean, they gotta learn one day. I guess that was the day.
I was kind of taken aback when the doctor said that there are certain supplements that might stop you. First thing I thought was just on steroids.
Yeah.
But then Melissa was quick to clean it up and say, he's using this cream. I don't know why she wants his hair to grow on his arm,
okay. I know she did say something about him rubbing a cream on his arm, because I was gonna say that it's like a cream steroid, but no, because like a lot of, I don't know if it's Italian culture or what, but even like with Jersey Shore and the guys on here, they're all super buff and like weightlifter types. So I was like, oh, so is he using a cream to like get bigger muscles? I don't know what.
No, she said it was for the hair growth.
Oh.
Yeah, she said it was hair growth on. That's why I was like, why does he want hair?
He's
on
ordering
his arms?
cream and like making his sperm not available because he wants hairy arms.
Okay. All right, Melissa. It's your world.
We just watching it every week.
Mm-hmm.
But every week we do have amazing people that tune into our show.
Yes, and we want to say thank you so much for being loyal and watching us here at AfterBuzz TV. Thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk. We wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe under this video. And also tune into our other shows we have here. We have other reality TV shows. We have scripted dramas. We have romance. We have movie reviews, book reviews, so much more. plethora of entertainment here at AfterBuzz TV. So also, I want to make sure that I shout out some people that were quick to comment under last week's show, well, the week before. We have Divine Self, Stephanie McNeil, Rhea Chu, Holly Burnett, What FC, Leah Nicole, a lot of people, Fat Phil. So everybody that I didn't get to, also thank you. And we're always looking at the comments, so make sure you follow us everywhere.
And I've seen Russell respond to some of them before. Do you have any favorite ones?
Oh gosh, I have a lot of people that Divine Self is always consistent with something to say.
Yeah.
One comment was, I didn't think there was anything funny about Margaret going to the chiropractor. Putting your hands on someone is not normal or okay. Ugh.
Especially at that age.
Yeah.
That is not. I mean, honestly, I didn't have too much of a problem with it because we tune into reality TV for drama. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they were all just like rainbows and dandelions all day, I'd change the channel. But
absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, at their age, it is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, even at our age, at a certain point, you just grow up and it's like, that's not the way to handle things. You don't even want, stuff like that disturbing your peace. Just remove yourself from the situation. But anyway, speaking of situations that you should remove yourself from, and Teresa pretty much did it. Joe, I had no idea he was so disrespectful. I mean, I guess, right. I mean, but it was just like a refresher because he's been like gone from the show for so long. We only hear their phone conversations, and they came with the receipts. They came with like the old videos and stuff. And I was just like, wow, like he was talking about smashing her head against the wall and calling her the B word. I'm just like,
the C word.
A lot. He called her stuff that was not her name,
yes,
and stuff that was not terms of endearment.
Yes.
And I'm glad that she's in a place where she's like, that's not going to fly anymore. Like, she's regained this confidence, like, especially when she did her competition and she was like so disciplined with the gym and with eating. I feel like she really found herself and found her own self-worth. So like, what did you think about that whole situation?
Well, I always thought Joe was a toxic person, and this just puts the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But this time I think he's toxic in a sense of he's jealous, and he's just jealous that Teresa has her freedom.
Yeah.
And he's locked up and he knows his fate.
Yeah.
And it's so disgusting to know that a husband can be jealous of his wife because she's free and able to live her life when you are the one that did wrong.
Yeah.
You're the reason why you're locked up, and you're the reason why she was locked up and lost her mom while she was in jail and was not able to spend time with her. And then you call her knowing she's on a vacation enjoying time with her friends to say something disparaging and to embarrass her. On top of that, the manipulation and just blatant disrespect he has for her, to embarrass her in front of Dolores regardless of who else was there to listen to. It just shows what a unfortunate blessing it is that he is away from the family.
And it's like he knew he was about to be disrespectful. He's like, put it on speakerphone. I want to talk to Dolores. And also how he's telling her, you have a lot of baggage and no one's going to want you with your 4 kids. Excuse me, you have 4 kids too. Y'all got the same ones, or is it something we missed? So you're going to be in Italy with baggage. Like, I don't even understand. First of all, why would you say that? Second of all, you have the same baggage that she has, if not more, because at least she's making money right now. Like, she might have 4 kids, but she also has an empire. So.
I think it's because Teresa's going to be the one with the kids, and at least Joe won't have to physically have the responsibility of being with the 4 of them, and that's why he considers it baggage.
Yeah, but her kids are also to an age where they don't necessarily need like a babysitter so much. Like, and also just, I don't know, like, that's just such a toxic male thing to say. You're the woman, you're going to deal with the kids. Like, that.
At first I was kind of annoyed when Dolores tried to justify his behavior because she's like, in our culture, that's what they do. Mm-hmm. I was annoyed because I'm like, ugh, that's so old school, and that's not a reason. But then I always have to think back, you know what, there are cultural factors that go into stuff like that. Like I always say when it comes on to the cultural stuff, I'm Jamaican, and there are times where you might hear about a husband knocking his wife up against her head, and she's knocking him right back. Yeah. And it's not like you're gonna call the police.
No one's gonna look and be like,
There's no such thing as like domestic violence.
Yeah.
Back, it's just like, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. So I can kind of see why she came off that way, or that was her reasoning. But at this point, when you have kids involved and you're in such a sensitive climate, it's like, you don't want to play with that.
And I wonder, do the daughters know that he talks to her like that? I mean, they probably know from seeing the show, but does he try to hide that when he was around them? Because they're such daddy's girls, and we see them all the time, and it's so heartbreaking when they're like crying about him.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure if they see the way he talks to her, they wouldn't be as much of a daddy's girl. Like, how you sit there and listen to your daddy say, I'm gonna knock your head into the wall?
I mean, I don't know, because you've seen him physically fight their own uncle.
Yeah, but at least that's two men.
But that's still family.
It's family, but it's not like a man putting his hands or threatening.
But I'm saying that to say, like, if he will physically fight his brother-in-law, what's stopping him from doing that type of stuff to Teresa in front of the kids?
Yeah, well,
I don't think Joe has a filter.
Joe's out of the house now, so that is that. But we also taken into the Hamptons.
Yes.
The Hamptons was a nice trip, I think. That really brought like the juiciness out of the episode too. And Jennifer's house was beautiful. So not Jennifer, Jackie. I always get the J's confused. Plus they're both the newbies. But Jackie invited the girls to go to the Hamptons. She's like, hey, all this Mother's Day brunch is getting a little crazy. Let's just go regroup and have some fun. The weather's nice, blah, blah, blah. The house was absolutely beautiful, beachfront, Hamptons house, and little Miss Jennifer, who said for herself she did not come from money. She married into it.
And it's very obvious she did not come from money.
It's so obvious, and that's what they said too. It's new money, because she wouldn't act like that and just be so like amazed, like, oh my God, money all the time. So Jennifer was just so blown away that Jackie had all this money, because Jackie doesn't brag like Jennifer does. And I like Jackie. I like Jackie for that, because I find that so annoying when people brag about their money all the time. Even dudes, when they try to use that as like a pickup line, like, and they're showing off chains and watches and nice cars. Great that you have that, but if that's what your approach is to try to get someone to notice you, they're only talking to you for that. Why would you even want someone like that around you? Like, I don't know. Flashy people annoy me.
I respect the way Jackie handled it, because we all know how sensitive she is. And she admitted that she was bothered by Jennifer's comments, but she still handled it so well at dinner.
Yeah.
And it made me less annoyed with her. So she's slowly becoming kind of a favorite, because I like classy, wealthy people.
Jennifer was like, do you mind if I keep asking you these questions? And Jackie's like, actually, I do. But she said it like with a laugh. It's like she stood her ground, but with a laugh.
Yeah.
So she, I guess, kind of, I don't know, made it less of a big deal or whatever, or easier to, I don't know, say, yeah, you're annoying me. But Jennifer just really got obnoxious, like, as the episode went on. And I'm like, what is wrong with her? And it was like so much in one. One, like I said with Margret, she is having to sell her house because she's not her whole house, but, you know, part of some of her property, because she's in debt. And she didn't go out and rent a venue and try to live above her means. She had her event at her house, you know, on the space that she owns. And Jennifer's making fun and talking bad about Jackie's party with the kids and giving them pizza. Their kids, like,
and that's what they wanted.
Yeah,
they wanted pizza and Nutella cake, and their mom delivered.
And they want to be able to go outside and run. Like, I don't know. I'm sure, like, when we came up, things were different. There wasn't all this social media and, like, you know, like, go outside and play, ride a bike, like, do something. And I don't know, like, Jennifer was just ridiculous. I do understand maybe having some more food for the adults, because although it's a kid's party, you know, the adults bring them. But girl, eat some pizza.
Well, I just don't understand where Jennifer gets off talking about Jackie's parenting, because last season she was raising hell when Jackie made an article based on Jennifer's parenting and giving her kids everything. Mind you, the article wasn't even negative because she ended it on a positive note, saying how sweet her kids were and that she hopes that they stay that sweet regardless of all the things that they have in their life.
Yeah.
And here comes Jennifer the very next season tearing her to pieces because of monetary things and just materialistic aspects, and it just makes no sense, especially because she came from nothing.
Yeah, she came
she
from
should
nothing.
Be more humble,
and she still doesn't know how to manage what she has because and I agree with Melissa. Melissa's like, no, Jackie, I'm so sorry for confusing the J's. Melissa's like, no, Jackie is winning because 30 years from now her kids are gonna be set because she's not spending on like whatever. Jennifer has this one huge house. Meanwhile, Jackie is serving her kids pizza, but investing in multiple properties. And Jennifer, I mean, I guess truth hurts because she got very upset. And I also think she took Melissa's message wrong.
But Melissa's message was very aggressive, but it was it wasn't anything negative because she included herself in what she was saying. Yeah. She said, we're losers. She's the one who's winning. And what she was saying was the truth.
Yeah.
But I think Jennifer is just jealous of Jackie because she's living a life that she can afford, that she was born into. Everything that Jennifer wishes she was is what Jackie is. And that includes some type of level of self-confidence to where she doesn't feel like she has to throw her money around and constantly remind people. Oh, Jennifer talking about, I have the biggest house here, but I don't have a beach house. That statement in itself says more about you and your financial responsibility than it does anything else.
Yeah.
And you're worried about pizza at a birthday party. These lavish birthday parties that your kids have, they're going to forget it just as quickly as you say that Jackie's kids are going to forget their pizza party.
Now, on the same topic, while they were at this table having lunch, which I love that they always got to eat, it makes me hungry. But on this topic of while they were at the table, and Jennifer threw Margret under the bus. I can't lie, I like that part because
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, like why did Margret bring that up then and there? I mean, it's juicy for us, the viewer, I guess, but of course you know that Jackie's gonna take that a certain way. And then Jennifer came from the bathroom and just walked into it for real. Like she had no idea what's going on. Like everybody's chill. Everyone's having a good time. She comes from the bathroom, sits down like, hey y'all, what's up? And she's just under fire and under attack. So I'm glad that she, outed Margret then and there because the things that Margret was saying, I mean, it's observations, but it also was like digs at her.
Of course, because you know how serious something like an eating disorder is.
Yeah. And she's talked about it. She's talked about, how depressed and stuff she was and how, it affected the relationship with her parents. And if the girl is not eating, like even, I think it might have been Melissa when Jackie said, oh, I've been eating all day. And someone said, really, have you? Because I didn't notice. Like, I don't think you should say stuff like that to a person. I don't know. Maybe it's not in a group setting. Maybe if it's just two people talking and you're really concerned, but I don't know.
I just think that Margret knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
And when she tried to say that in her confessional that I didn't know, I didn't say it to make Jackie upset. Okay,
yeah,
I'm sure. I don't think she did it to make Jackie upset, but I think she knew she was being messy.
She did it to be gossipy.
She knew what she was doing, and it would have looked better, at least a little bit better, if she didn't wait until Jennifer left the table and then brought it up. Now you just looking at like an asshole.
Yeah. So that was an interesting moment at the table. We saw Jennifer and Melissa get into it, which left a very juicy cliffhanger for next
Jennifer
week.
loves throwing stuff.
But this time she wasn't drunk when she did it.
Throw hands.
Maybe they will. Maybe they will next episode.
She's not throwing hands. And Melissa isn't either, because all Melissa does is stand up and warn her. This is the second time Jennifer has messed with Melissa. Name anybody else Jennifer has gotten some type of physical altercation with.
Hey, I mean, she took that drink that Teresa threw.
Exactly.
I was like,
and
I don't understand.
We know Teresa will throw hands.
I don't understand how she just was like, what? Why did you do that, girl? It's like not even talking at that point. Like that was so dumb of Teresa to do that. Like that's not a friend on Teresa's end for her to do that. But I don't know. That's them. But want to get into some tweets?
Yeah, let's get into some tweets real quick. There were a lot of people that were excited to talk about tonight's episode with Jennifer's comments about Jackie's money. Like at Reality Babbler said, it's refreshing to see a housewife with wealth, Jackie, that doesn't feel the need to wear Chanel earrings and whatnot. Very true.
I agree. We were like just talking about that, like with how, you know, Jackie is just setting herself up, like not spending ridiculously. Like she has money and she just dresses so normal and chill, and like she's not wasting
She's who she is because
Yeah.
she's confident. She doesn't have to do all that.
And I'm glad you knew what HW was for housewife, because I would have just said HW.
Okay. Carl says, according to Teresa, Margret can kiss her asshole, yet she still wants to be invited to her events. That's what I'm saying. Teresa doesn't know. Teresa just has this animosity towards Margret. And instead of just saying, you know what, I didn't stand up for you with Danielle because I feel some type of way towards you and I'm just not happy with you right now. She keeps making excuses and excuses, but she's mad about not going to her event.
Maybe she just really wants Margret to apologize to her.
That's what she wants.
Teresa doesn't see what she's doing wrong.
She wants an ass kisser.
Teresa has been blowing me the past couple seasons, but she just wants Margret to like kiss up to her and like, I don't know, just roll out the red carpet for her.
Yeah. Okay, at Love Jones says, love how Jackie has all that money in the bank and still has paper plates in her cabinet.
Okay.
I did peep that. I'm like, ooh, they're eating paper plates. That's something I wouldn't serve my guests paper plates.
I didn't notice, but
I did.
I mean, paper plates are easy because you don't have to do the dishes.
But I wouldn't do that for my guests
Yeah.
the first time I'm bringing you to my Hamptons house. And I'm
Just set the ambiance. Like, make it Instagrammable.
Fit it. Make it fitting.
Make it Instagrammable, girl.
Gosh. Where our next tweet is from at Twink Housewife. No shade, but how does Melissa have stands? She has no personality or presence at all. I wouldn't say she doesn't have a personality. It's just that this time she's not fighting with anybody. And that's why she's kind of under the radar a little bit, which is refreshing.
Yeah. I like Melissa. I think that she's a good friend. I think that her and Joe have a cute relationship. She seems like a great mother. But yeah, I guess because she's not in drama, just like I said, if you don't have the Danielle pulling a Margret hair, like people are just going to tune out. So I do like Melissa. She just gets along with people.
Yeah, she's an asset to the show. Also, Scorpio Babe says Jennifer only F's so hard with Melissa because she knows she's not going to do shit, and I love it. That's exactly what I said. Melissa's not going to do anything, and Jennifer's not going to do anything because she's a bully.
I don't know. So you just have two people that's not going to do anything. So I guess they just yell.
Yell. The same thing as last season. They're just going to yell.
Yeah. And hey, maybe that's what you need to release that frustration. I don't know. Maybe they should do, you know what? I'm going to save that for predictions. I mean,
Save that
I'm going
for
to write that.
predictions.
I'm going to write that down and come right back to it. And then we can get into news.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so the new year has just started. We are, what is today, January 22nd, and Joe Gorga has already made over $2 million flipping houses. Y'all want to know how much I done made in these last 22 days? Not over 2 million, but Joe's really, been taking this house flipping stuff seriously. He posted some shots to Instagram, and here's a before. We've got a few like before and like during. So he's like, I guess the word is excavated. He's like dug up the property and then, putting it up or whatever. I don't know all the building terms.
That's gorgeous.
But it is. And I think that because we have done the show for so long, they should let us have it.
What?
It would be like a trade-off. Like, we love you guys. We talk about you guys all the time. You know what? Let's give away a dream home. People
Here
do
you
it all
go.
the time. Yeah.
I'm not keeping up the payments. So
No, we don't have to. That's the whole thing.
Oh, they're going to take care of it for us.
Yes, why not? Wishful thinking.
Okay.
So, congratulations to Joe
Yes,
on
that is amazing.
Yeah.
2 million in 22 days.
That's a
Holy.
huge accomplishment.
That's that 2020 vision.
That's a lot of twos. 2020, 22 days, 2 million.
That's amazing.
Let me go play the lottery with straight twos.
Because gonna come back with zeros.
I don't know. We're going to see. But y'all don't use my numbers. But we also
Don't use her numbers.
if you win, I'm coming after you. But now we can get into the predictions.
Your AfterBuzz TV
Go ahead and
predictions.
share your prediction.
All right,
girl.
so my prediction that I just had to write down because I was like, oh, this is such a genius idea. I think that the two who just yell at each other the most and never really do anything, that would be Melissa and Jennifer. They should do a charity boxing match. Or even not Melissa, I just said her. Or even Teresa and I think Margret might be a little
Margaret's not
too
gonna fight.
old
Yeah,
to-
she's too old.
Yeah, to be in a boxing match.
Danielle.
Is gonna run and hide.
I would pay to see Danielle in a
I
boxing
love
match.
that clip of Danielle saying, "Somebody get me out of here!" Like, girl, you too scary. Like I could
Hilarious.
never. Like I wouldn't even feel comfortable literally tucking behind a building, like yelling out for help. Like that's whatever, Danielle. You want to pull people's hair, then run and hide. Like that makes no sense
Danielle
whatsoever.
pulled somebody's hair? Oh, you're talking
Yeah.
about Margaret. I thought you were talking
Yeah.
about before in the other clip. that you were
I'm
talking
speaking
about.
out of chronological
Oh,
order,
okay,
but
okay.
yeah, you want to be big and bad and pull hair, but you're also the same one that likes to run and hide. So for predictions, I would love to see like the girls who have issues with each other just go ahead and like for a good cause, just get in the ring or something like that. Like if they want, they can go to training and stuff. That'll probably be part of the storyline. Don't like I said, donate it to charity. I think it'd be interesting. The Kardashians did it a while ago, like in their early seasons. So,
Okay.
yeah.
My prediction is that even though Margaret says that she's over and past trying to convince Teresa about being a better friend, that's a lie. She's not done. And I really appreciate the fact that Melissa was honest with Margaret and told her, look, stop trying to convince her. It's beating a dead horse. Just
Yeah.
be done with it. You said your piece and be over it. But I feel like in more episodes, we're going to see Margaret really pleading with Teresa a lot more, which is getting very pathetic at this point. I felt bad for her.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, Margaret, you're too old for this. You're too grown. You said what you have to say. All you need to do is
move on.
lower your expectations with Teresa as a friend and keep it pushing.
Yeah, and I get it that they have history and they've been friends for a long time, but it's like that does not matter sometimes. It's like you have to get to a point where you have to protect your peace because she's clearly stressed about this relationship, and it's like, just let it go. It's not working. She's been annoying for a couple years now. So just...
And she had the nerve to say, I've never seen Danielle's bad side.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no words.
And then I agreed with Margaret when she said, okay, Teresa, you are saying I shouldn't have pulled her hair, but when you walked off and talked to her, did you say, hey, you shouldn't have thrown any water on her? And Teresa didn't answer. She just got up and was like, I
She
can't
got
take this.
frustrated.
I can't take this. But that was a good point.
because she knows she was wrong.
Yeah, I get it. If Danielle wants to be your friend, whatever, but still be fair. And if you're going to tell Margaret something, then tell Danielle something too.
And let me just lastly add that Margaret is not asking Teresa to choose between her and Danielle. It's just that she wants Teresa to tell Danielle, you can't treat Margaret like this, the same way she's telling Margaret she can't treat Danielle like this.
Yeah.
That's it. There's a huge difference between that and saying to choose. So, like I said, Margaret's not over this thing with Teresa.
Yeah, we will see how that drags out, but I'm just excited that when we pick up next week, it's going to be that table scene.
And nothing's gonna happen.
I don't know. I guess some throwing, some more yelling, some tea might be spilled.
Don't you ever.
Yeah.
Girl.
Your voice is condescending.
Fine.
Right, exactly. But I'm still excited for it. And we'll just have to see next week. But until then, I am Angel Saunders. You can find me Instagram at Angel Saunders.
You can find me on Instagram at _Chianne, CHIANNE. Bye, guys.
Yep. See you next week.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.